What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. One Piece episode 300. That's wild to me. I mean, there's some iconic series that aren't even 300 episodes long. I mean, I could have watched Hunter x Hunter 2 times through. But we are, I think if you include the filler, and I don't know between, I think, what's the up-to-date episode? 1050? 1053? 1058? I think there's like 1,050-ish episodes. I don't know how many filler are between where I'm currently at 300 and 1058, 1055, or what I'll have to skip. But we're 30+% of the way there. That sounds bigger than it does when I look at all the episodes I have to watch. But it's a start. I told myself years ago I was never going to even start One Piece, and here we are, jumping back into this. If I have to see this giraffe one more damn episode after this, I'm gonna lose it. I hope they handle that. I'm hoping Luffy will start taking this seriously. Like, I really don't understand. Now, if it's a reason because he can't, because he's exhausted and he's gonna need a little recovery time, then okay, sure. But like, it's not just like, oh, Robin's like locked in a room, and it doesn't matter how long we take to defeat Lucci. Like, as long as we get past him, she's there. Like, we're on a time crunch here too. Like, when she goes in and those doors close, that's it. So he's over here bullshitting. Franky's supposedly gonna go attempt to give her a key. We'll kind of see what that happens. And there's a Buster call coming in on top of that. So a lot of moving parts as always with the One Piece arcs this point in the story. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh. What? Oh. Oh shit, we made contact there. Dude, you're a massive giraffe. Of course you didn't see through anything. Look how much space you're giving up. You're a 9-foot giraffe, bro. You're not dodging a damn thing. Techniques, power, speed. Eh? Here comes this shit again. And we ate that one too. Nobody stays getting the shit beat out of him more than Zoro. Let's say, no way we just let that keep happening. I guess we are gonna let that keep happening. You know what's so wild is, like, with his giraffe stuff, he's giving up the most vulnerable part of his body, like his head and neck area. I just wish we would decapitate it one time. Just one guts from berserk dismemberment moment. Just one. Yeah. A couple new scars for us. In the name of justice. What? Like, what is this? What is this Death Reaper seal he's summoning? Bro, like, he produced an aura right there. What the fuck was that? We keep seeing things like this more and more as we go. But what was that? Eh? He was like summoning chakra. What the fuck was that? Of course, I'll probably get an explanation on that when I get in like the 900, so don't worry, I'll get it eventually. Oh, so he's gonna go with that tower slashing attempt again, huh? Go ahead and knock the whole building over. What was that, though? Can we talk about that? So we've seen essentially 3 different techniques. I'm not gonna call Chopper's demon aura 9 sword style, so his 3 blades plus the 6 of the demon. So we're gonna call, I'm not calling Chopper's food pill shit, but Sanji's devil's foot, Luffy's gears, and now this. I mean, if the whole building wasn't going down already. Tell me he just doesn't like... Yep. Split it. I can't tell... I can't tell if it's just an illusion of like him. He didn't like mimic actually 2 extra versions of himself, correct? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is it over? Finally. Don't have to look at that dumb giraffe that I've seen from probably, I don't even know, 20. He just had that in the back pocket, right? Oh, we could have done that. Okay. Over. Get the hell out of here. The 3 pretty busted things we've seen this. Luffy showed us gear 2 and gear. Yeah. Gotta let him know he's fired. You're supposed to check him for a key? Go double tap the head, Zoro. Just walk up to him. You don't even have to do anything, just let the blade drop right there, pick it right back up. It actually is very interesting. We never saw one of the 3 of them crack. Like, did they not have any human emotions or make any connections when they were back in Water 7? Like, they have no emotion at all. We didn't get anything from Khalifa. Lucci just seems to be an overall piece of shit. Does he have emotion for that at all, or no? He's just giving it. Is he? I don't need him turning into a wolf and backstabbing the shit out of us. Interesting, because I was curious of that, but I don't know if we were ever going to play into that, because there were 6 of them and 3 of them didn't even work over there, so they didn't have any connections. Lucci, they're probably not going to. He seems to be kind of a one-note character as far as emotions go. Khalifa, they didn't give us anything of her, but they didn't give us anything of him either. I was like, did they not have any emotions to the relationships and everything he did over there for that long? He did, at least, in his moments before he falls unconscious. I'm not going to say he died there. We don't kill yet. Alright, let's get the hell out of there. Let's get the hell out of here. Now we all have to go past Lucci, by the way. Alright, good. It's good to see that they didn't waste time there arguing. So Luffy's like accelerating blood. I still don't even know full definitions on what he's doing. Like thinning his blood, pumping more blood, restricting it and pumping it into other places faster than it normally would. I still don't have the fucking clarification on that. Sanji creating so much torque, friction, and rotation that it's actually causing his limb to catch on fire. It doesn't damage the internal muscle structure or vessels or nerves or anything inside, or damage his clothes. But we know clothes are just it's easier to just explain in this show that like your clothes adapt to your abilities than trying to explain why clothes can adapt. Like it's just write that in. It just is what it is. Plot hole, call it what you want. And then Zoro having a demonic aura? Are we saying he himself possesses some kind? I don't know, man. Then I'm going to assume the aura was creating the illusions of him having 9 blades, and it wasn't just like him actually sprouting. I don't know. Let me know when the chapter, the episode number, we get an explanation on that. I'll star it to remember. Okay. All of them are done. It's finally over. We have one matchup left. Luffy, Lucci. When do we think? So this is episode 300, and we're not going to get any of it here. We have, what, 5 minutes left? Let's see if we can guess. When do I think that, like, they're both going to transform, be about their shit, and Lucci's going to be defeated? Mm. 308. Episode 308. And in hell, he's Franky. Free to hurry up anytime, buddy. So I know the Sea Prism Stone like shuts off the abilities. Can you just like flex and bust out of it or what? Like I know it's handcuffs, but like, have you seen what some of these humans have been able to do? Does the Sea Prism Stone hold extra strength in it, or is it just like, why can't I just flex and bust out of this? Franky, help. Hurry. Franky. Here we go again. He's going to aggressively shove her down to the ground or kick her down some stairs. I mean, I admire her fight, but we've seen this happen 6-7 times now. She headbutts him, she knees him in the nuts. He chases her and mushes her and kicks her into the ground, calls her a bitch a couple times, picks her back up, they go 10 feet forward, and just repeat it again. Oh god. Franky, what are we doing? What's she so afraid of? The unknown, or just not existing, or I mean, I understand the want to live. Trying. I mean, Luffy's kind of bullshitting, but. Didn't we have him fully restrained at the end of last episode? Oh my god. He's really gonna delay both of us, huh? Yep. Hate it. Yo, Luffy, when you done bullshitting, let me know. Until then, Robin's been captured, bro. She's in jail. I like the effect they did on that. Sound and animation. Oh, that was second gear. Took you long enough. Franky, why do you keep doing this? It's like, what was that? Bro, run through the door. Why are we doing this? Ask questions later. Yeah, we felt that one. Iron body that. So that should, in turn, make Lucci transform. This is the second time Franky says, okay, I'm gonna go. Yep, okay. I'm liking the pace of this, though. We defeated that giraffe, we've got Luffy finally taking shit serious, and we've made Lucci transform. Franky, if you don't move, bro, I swear. I'm gonna punch my monitor in a second. Oh, is it not even close? Damn. So, I would say, honestly, no bullshit. I'm gonna be dead ass honest. Oh my god. Thank God he made it through the door this episode. Okay, we're progressing. We're progressing. But I'm gonna say it right now. I think Lucci's base form with his 6 abilities is stronger than just Luffy. And it's the first person we've ever ran into to be stronger than him in base of like no devil's fruit, no nothing. I think it's safe to assume that. I think Lucci with his 6 abilities is stronger than Luffy just in base gear form. Maybe even by a lot. But at least from what they've shown us in these 20 seconds, it seems second gear Luffy is much stronger than devil's fruit transformed Lucci. Problem is going to be the time on this. Like, he's emitting a lot of steam, which I'm sure not going to be able to be sustained. The image I want to go back to is somewhere in here. Zoro, like, fully. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if right in this area, let's see. It's one of these shots. Is he engulfed by it at one point? Yeah. They did put like a little behind him. That was the shot for sure. Is there another one? No, okay. This one right here. I mean, that's definitely the shot of the entire episode for me. So like I was saying, we saw 3 transformations in this arc. Well, I don't even know if they're called transformations, just abilities, power-ups. The 2 gears by Luffy. The flame friction, we're calling it, of Sanji. And this demonic hetero Buddha Ashura statue 6. Wild. As frustrating as the Franky part is, him just like not getting his ass to that door, I like the pacing of like where they put us at the end of this episode. I feel like they could have put some of this onto last episode to get us to a better point in this episode, but I think this episode 300 makes up for the slow pace of the previous episode of dragging that giraffe fight out an extra episode. You got the giraffe defeated. Franky is through the doors, like Lucci is no longer in front of him. Like he's full clear go. So giraffe done, got the key. Franky has gotten through the doors on the way to Robin. And both Lucci and Luffy have powered up. You don't have to wait for any of that. I said by 308, shit, they keep this pace, it might be like 305, 303, and especially what they've shown us here of like them both powering up and Lucci getting dotted immediately 2 times. No, there's a time limit thing to it, so I'm assuming that goes hand in hand with why Luffy didn't do it right away. But it's also like a writing thing. Like One Piece likes to sync up things happening in the same moment. So for Lucci and Luffy to just be squaring off, Luffy immediately goes gear 2. Lucci immediately powers up and Luffy handles him, and then Franky shows up like a couple episodes later. It's like, what's the point of Franky, you know? If Luffy just one-shots him, goes up there, grabs her, comes back. So we'll kind of see how it plays. I think I've been told that we're not really going to get much explanation on what the gears are here anytime soon. I was curious because he said, I can't, going to be sustainable essentially. I'm curious if he talks about it anymore in his head, because we already see him like kind of heavily breathing a little bit as he's just releasing so much steam and energy. Maybe he doesn't even, maybe it looks like he is about to take him out, but maybe it's like a Goku Ultra Instinct type thing where like he's just dotting the hell out of Lucci, but he's burning through it so fast that like he doesn't end up putting Lucci down before he runs out of steam. And maybe Zoro, Sanji, and the others show up and can finish it. See. Appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe as always.